back to the show, and we're joined again with our carpet cleaning expert, Franco Prio from Fresh Air Carpet Cleaning. How are you, Franco?
I'm well for a Monday, thank you very much.
I know. Franco, when we were talking last time, I mean, you're part of the Carpet Association, you do lots of training and so forth, but a couple of people have now come back and said, well, carpet cleaners, is it just carpet? But when it comes to you, it's not just carpet.
No, it's not. I mean, there is carpet, obviously, which is the main focus. Hence the name Fresh Air Carpet Cleaning, oddly enough. But with that, there's also any fabrics that can be done as well. So we can do a lot of upholsteries, especially some of the more finer upholsteries that can be quite troublesome in the types of fibres that are used, because some of the more expensive suites use some rather exotic fibres, and they do take a lot of really particular care to be able to get them fixed up properly without any sort of damage. So there's that side of it. We also do leather cleaning as well, so leather cleaning and protection, which a lot of people think leather's bulletproof. It certainly is not, and if it's not maintained, you will significantly shorten the life of your leather. Other things we do as well is tile and grout. So, I mean, we clean tile as a result of cleaning grout. It's the grout that really gives the issue more than anything else. People just get to the point where they look at the grout and they go, oh my God, that just looks so terrible. And I can scrub and it just doesn't come up. Or if it does come up, it takes me an hour to do a square metre and I've got 50 square metres to do. We've got the equipment that will actually clean that very, very effectively and very cost effectively as well, with absolutely zero input from you. It just, all it requires is for you to call us to come around and get our equipment on it. It's a high pressure blast which is in a vacuum chamber, so there's not water splashing about all over the place.
I was going to say, does it make a mess when you...
No, and that's the whole idea of it. It's been particularly designed for using on tiles indoors. So as I said, it's a high pressure. We're running normally around about 1,000 psi. Between 7 to 1,000, depending on what kind of conditions we have. And that digs the dirt out of the porous grout a lot more efficiently than a scrubbing brush will. And then that's actually sucked back up off the floor into a waste tank that's sitting out in the truck. And you're left with a nice clean floor that's nearly dry by the time we leave. We just give it a quick mop over so the tiles are actually dry, and the grout takes about 30 minutes or so to dry out after we've gone. So it's a very, very efficient process.
You know, when you clean grout, can you actually seal grout after that to stop?
Okay, so we can do that grout sealing. A lot of people think it's the tiles need to be sealed. Most ceramic tiles you get, they're vitrified, they're sealed themselves. They're not porous, okay? Dirt will wipe off them quite readily. So the tiles are fairly easy and straightforward to clean. But the grout, on the other hand, it will remain porous, even after cleaning, obviously, and it will soak up dirt, if you like. Okay, and that's where the problem lies. Every time you mop the floor, you think you're cleaning, you're not. You're leaving a film of dirt and detergent residues behind. As soon as that mop's come out of the bucket and hit the floor, it's contaminated. And then you're just swilling around slightly dirty water, and over time, that builds up.
And that's what's causing it.
And that's what's causing the issue, correct.
Okay. Is it a difficult process? Because I'm imagining the tile floor now and all those little crisscross lines and thinking, oh my goodness, how do you ever go about sealing all those lines?
All those lines, we have a special applicator. Okay, so we've got a couple of different ways we can do it. We can there's one way we can do it. We can just spray over the whole lot. Okay, and then we just wipe the tile over just to pick up any excess that there might be. And that settles into the grout lines, obviously, and seals the grout. Or we got what's called a grout stick, and it's like a little wheel on the end of it. We fill up the grout stick and we actually just roll it through the lines. So depending on what sort of situation we've got, like for instance, you might have ones with a really thin, narrow line.
Like on the porcelain tiles.
Porcelain tiles, okay. Porcelain's different again. Porcelain, believe it or not, it looks nice and shiny because it's polished, but it's porous. You can stain porcelain tiles. Okay, you drop wine onto it, you'll have a wine stain. You drop red cordial onto it, you'll have a red cordial stain. Okay, so what's happening with that is the terracotta, it's a very fine terracotta powder they use to fire it and create that biscuit that is the terracotta tile, which is then polished. But it's a natural product which is slightly porous. And in polishing that, you're opening up those pores and leaving little micro pores. You're not visible to the human eye, obviously, but there are enough there that they will draw into the tile and create an issue.
So if you have porcelain tiles, should you have them sealed then?
You have to have a specific porcelain sealer to do it, because as I said, it's a very, very fine pore, so you need a very small molecule to be able to fit in there and actually seal it. Standard sealers won't do the trick. It has to be a porcelain sealer.
Jeez.
Yeah.
When you seal it, is it something you have to do on a regular basis, like each year? Would you recommend?
Not necessarily each year, no. If you've got a decent product, some will last 10 to 15 years. A real cheap one probably lasts about 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're all going to have an impact as far as your maintenance goes, and certainly your stain protection goes.
Well, I was going to say, you spend so much money on tiles, and when you go to, I mean, if you're even living in the house and the tile, the grouting gets dirty, I know my wife goes, oh, I've got to clean the grout again. It's like,
tell her to call me then.
Yeah, I will. And get them sealed. But I didn't actually realise it about porcelain tiles. I mean, I bet there's lots of people out there just got them because they look absolutely gorgeous.
Yes, that's right.
And as you say, how easy it to spill something on them, all of a sudden you start getting those discolorations. If they do get discoloured, can you get the stain out before you reseal them, or is porcelain?
Yeah. Well, that's what we do try to aim to do, is try to get those sorts of stains out, and then we can go through it and do the sealing.
And then seal it.
Yes.
Wow. Is it a complicated? I mean, does it take a long time? Or is it just on how much square metres there are?
Well, it just really depends on the size of the job. The only thing we do ask is that people actually empty the place out, and that's probably the biggest issue. I mean, larger cabinets, if you want to go around that because they're not going to get moved, then that's fine. But especially if you're sealing a tile, you can't have something sitting on the tile and then shifting it from one side to the other, because then you're disrupting that seal as it's trying to dry off.
Right.
So it needs to be emptied out, and it needs to be untrafficked for a small period of time to let the grout, to let the sealer do what it's got to do.
So someone doing a new build, and that's just popped into my head, someone doing a new build now, because they haven't moved in yet, and they've had these porcelain tiles, that's probably an ideal time for you to hop in and go, right, let's seal it, so when you move in, you know you're... That's
right, yeah. So when the tiles get laid, they have to get cleaned anyway, because there's always going to be a little bit of grout haze that needs to be dealt with. Some tiles sometimes also have a wax sealer that's been put on there for transportation purposes.
Okay.
And that needs to be removed,
right?
Because otherwise, its serviceability is not particularly wonderful. Because that will attract dirt to itself, and that also dulls the look of the tile. So sometimes we need to do a wax removal, and then clean it and seal it. Yeah.
Right. Fantastic. Well, there we are. We always learn something when you come on the show.
Yes, that's the idea of my being here.
Yeah. So look, if you've got tiles, you need all your grouting cleaned. And look, if you've got porcelain tiles, and you're like me, didn't actually realise they're porcelain or porous and need to protect them, give Franco a call. What's the best number, Franco, to give you a call?
Okay, to be able to get me is 0418 914 097. Email address, it's another really good way to get me, which is info@facc.com.au, and you can send me an email through there, or even just look at our Fresh Air Carpet Cleaning Facebook page, or find me through the website. There's a contact form on there as well.
Fantastic. Once again, thanks very much, Franco.
No problem at all. Thank you.